Kính thưa quý vị, Amy đài VAE Live Media xin kính chào quý vị đang theo dõi chương trình Phóng sự Cộng đồng. Và ngày hôm nay, đài VAE Live rất hân hạnh được mời ngài thị trưởng của thành phố Granbury, đó là Mayor Jensen. Thank you for coming.
You bet.
Yeah. And ngài cảnh sát trưởng của thành phố Granbury, đó là cảnh sát trưởng Steve Dye. Thưa quý vị, hello.
Hello, thank you for having us today.
Yeah. Và bên cạnh đó là ban giám đốc của trung tâm thương mại Asia Times Square là anh Martulo. Amy, xin chào anh.
Hello, Angelina. Amy, thank you VAE Live again for having us on the show. I'm just extremely honored and grateful that Mayor and Chief Dye made it out this early in the morning and drive that 45-minute drive out here. But honored to be here. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you. And once again, VAE Live Media today is very honored to have the Mayor and Chief Dye and Mayor Jensen come here for the show with us. And thank you, and Matalo.
Absolutely. Love the partnership.
Yeah. So we are so excited to welcome the Lunar New Year coming up, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Can you introduce about this?
Sure. So this is our 13th year. And so we basically finished the first zodiac sign cycle for the last 12 years, hosting the Lunar New Year at Asia Times Square in Grand Prairie, the awesome city. And then this year is actually Year of the Rat, which is the beginning of a new cycle, which is a very significant year. It is the year that we're going to set out the vision for the next 12 years, the plan, goals. And so this year is very important, and I'm just very thankful that the city of Grand Prairie has been so supportive in our business here at the Asia Times Square, but also supporting all of the events that we have. So thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Chief, for all the support you provided us.
It's our pleasure. Thank you for all you do.
Oh, that's pretty neat. I didn't know that it's fixing to start a new cycle. So.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Mayor, would you tell the audience about how exciting that you've been joining with the Lunar New Year with Asian people?
Well, as I've said when I speak to the people that come out, it's great for us to get to know the culture. And Matthew's been able to bring that to our city. He's been with our city, a great addition to our city. But more than that, it's the culture that we get to know. I've learned so much about the Vietnamese culture, and even you bring others into it during the celebration.
Yes.
The Chinese, even Korean. Mm-hmm. So it's just a great way to know more about. I know more about the Vietnamese culture now for sure through you and through the celebration than I ever did before. So it's open. I know Chief agrees that it's opened up our minds to other cultures and education process. So thank you very much, Matthew.
Absolutely. And that's our mission, right? Mission of Asia Times Square is preserving tradition and promoting culture. And we won't be able to do that unless we have a very supportive city, supportive chief. Yeah. Because, how it is in the Vietnamese community. We're kind of reserved, and it's such an important partnership that the Asian community developed with the police department. And I think I'm just so honored that Chief Dye recognized that and then actually have a satellite office at Asia Times Square. That really means a lot to us, Chief. I think the Vietnamese community are very thankful for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Chief Dye, would you share the experience that you've been experienced and your team, the police department, also fire department, about all the events that's been happened in Granbury?
Well, Amy, first of all, 8% of our population is Asian in Grand Prairie. And one of the things that we love about our city is we celebrate our diversity. Yes. And just a little story, 9 years ago when I became chief in Grand Prairie, we had no Asian officers. And we really wanted to reflect our community and those we serve. And so through the Lowe family, the efforts of Asia Times Square, the partnership, we now have several Asian officers serving as police officers, and our very first one came because of the celebration at Asia Times Square of the Lunar New Year. Yeah. And what it's about relationships and partnerships and building trust and being part of the community. And I just want to compliment the Lowe family on their leadership in bringing the community together. We really value our Asian population, and we want to see that grow. It's 8% now. The mayor and I would love to see it be 15, 20, 30% because it adds so much value to our community. And we have so many commercial opportunities in Grand Prairie for our Asian population and those outside our city. So we want everybody to come celebrate the Lunar New Year, to be safe and have a great time. And we're just proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, we as the residents living here, also in Grand Prairie, and we feel very safety that by the city people, the governors, and also the police department.
Thank you.
I mean that we know that you working hard, very hard, right?
Thank you so much. Our privilege.
Yeah, and for last year, I remember Mayor Jensen worked the lineup, right?
Yes.
Yeah, how do you think about that?
Well, see, I knew nothing about all that, and they even had me, the waking up.
The waking up, dotting the lion one year.
But Matthew explained how traditional it is and how important it was, and I was honored. Okay, I'm going to paint on a line, but it's more than that. I was actually, that's what woke it up. Mm-hmm. So I had to, Matthew explained all that to me, and it's like beating the drum. So it's just, I'm been given the opportunity to do things through the celebrations we have out there that I would never have envisioned doing and wouldn't have known what it meant. So now it's so meaningful to me. So thank you, Matthew, for bringing that tradition to Grand Prairie. And I remember that well, have pictures of it still today. I want to see that line. I'm sure I'll maybe see him at the Lunar New Year. My line.
We're going to ask you to do that again as well.
Good.
For starting now, every Lunar New Year, me, we ask our mayor, Jensen, to wake up, to initiate the celebration. Right. And so he'll do that again this Lunar New Year. Yeah. January the 10th.
I'll be there.
Yes. So, and Matthew, do you have anything to share more in details about the event, for other,
Sure. Yeah, it's going to be a great event. Every year we're trying to make it bigger and better. This year is extra special in that it's the beginning of a new cycle. The celebration is on January 10th, 11th, 12th, and then the following weekend, the 17th, 18th, and 19th, followed by the weekend of the 25th and 26th. At noon is when we're going to have our lion dance, our martial art performance, and the firecracker, the huge one. I mean, we're going to light up more than any other year. I can assure you that. I do recommend bringing your earplugs because it gets pretty loud. It gets pretty loud. But it's just another awesome year to give thanks to our Vietnamese community. You guys supported us for so many years. Hong Kong Marketplace has been in business for over 33 years now. And like I said, we wouldn't be who we are, where we are, what we can become without the support from the Asian community as well as the city. I mean, we are just so thankful and blessed to be in the city of Grand Prairie. Your sponsorship, your generosity, the support you guys provided us has been huge. So thank you. And thank you, Amy and VAE Live. I mean, without you broadcasting and showcasing the Vietnamese culture to the public, we wouldn't be able to get our message out as much as we would like. So thank you for all you do.
Thank you. We are just like y'all that serving the community. Mm-hmm. Thank you. And Mayor and Chief, would you mind to tell on behalf of the city of Grand Prairie, do you have any plan or any future for the next coming years? Any good plan for the community? Would you like to share that?
We had our council meeting last night, and in an executive session, we were discussing the things that may happen. And I wish I could explain to the city. It's tough. My wife Rebecca goes to every council meeting, and about 3 council meetings ago, we approved, and it's a matter of public record, 4 big developments. And she was so excited about them, she couldn't sleep that night. But there's more to come that we may be able to announce, in the next few months. Excellent. But there's just a lot going on right now, and we're fixing to break ground on the 2 hotels there by the Epic. We're fixing to break ground on restaurants there. Yeah. And so it's really exciting time to be in Grand Prairie.
Yeah, and I'd like to, first of all, thank VAE for your having us over here today and talking about our city and the wonderful Lunar New Year celebration. But, Asia Times Square is going through some additional a really exciting development. And I think everybody's going to be really pleased to see what they're doing. The Vietnamese culture and population adds so much value to our city. It enriches our environment. So again, I would like to see that grow. I would love to see more Vietnamese young people become police officers to serve their community. But it really is a partnership. So we're just honored to be a part of it. You all are thanking us, but we want to thank you all for all that you do to make our city a more diverse, a better city because of our Asian and our Vietnamese population. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Yes. And would you like to say anything for the last few minutes of the show here?
Mayor, you go first.
Well, it's just if you think about our community, including west of us, the southeastern Arlington, just the amount of, that's where our big Asian population is.
Yes.
And so Chief is right. We have 8%. I think Arlington has about 8%, but most of them are located down in the southern part. So if you think about those numbers, you're talking about probably 40,000 in the small. So we're getting a big population down there that will use the restaurants that you're bringing in. And what's nice is I had never had pho before. I didn't even know how to pronounce it until I had some. Well, I love it now. So it's like Jay Leno the other night at the theater in Grand Prairie. His daddy was Italian, and his daddy never figured out why an Italian would eat anything but Italian food. You brought it. It's kind of funny, but we've all grown to love some aspects of Vietnamese food, Korean food that we would have never had before you moved into our area. So thank you for bringing that culture. And we're excited for the future.
Absolutely.
And I would just add, with our Vietnamese population, don't ever be hesitant or fearful to come to us for help. You know, we're your police department, and even if there's a language barrier, we have Vietnamese speaking officers. We want people to understand that they are a very relevant, important part of our city, and we want them to always be able to have a great quality of life. So we're here to help at any time. And then I'm gonna give my best shot at saying Happy Lunar New Year in Vietnamese. Mayor, what do you think? Should we go for it? Okay,
absolutely.
Chúc mừng năm mới.
Very good. Well, for me, again, I'm just very thankful to be in city of Grand Prairie, actually border of our city of Arlington as well. Both cities have been great. But the one thing I do want to say is that there is so much growth in city of Grand Prairie. I mean, just once the city and the mayor saw that vision of 161 George Bush, it's just booming with retails and more businesses coming in. And, you know, if you guys have a chance, check out Prairie Lights. It's happening right now. It's beautiful. I don't know how many millions of Christmas lights you got added this year, but it was beautiful. And, you know, the Epic Center, Summit, for Asian, the seniors, is it 50 years?
50 and over.
50 and over. You guys need to check out the summit. It's a great, recreation. Is that what we call a rec center for the seniors? It's just a great city. Asia Town Square is just very blessed to be in the city of Grand Prairie. And we look forward to continue to grow. The new, plaza development is a huge project for us. And I want to thank the city of Grand Prairie again for supporting such a big project. And we're gonna complete that pretty soon. The major part of the plaza is gonna be completed within a couple of weeks. Should be open up, but the entire project probably won't be done until April. But once we are able to get that completed, Amy and I are already in discussion of having a very special event utilizing that plaza. Great. So it's just a very exciting time to be in Grand Prairie, and a lot of things are happening around Asia Town Square.
That's excellent. Thank you. Let me speak in Vietnamese a little bit. Yeah. Kính thưa quý vị, ngày hôm nay một lần nữa đó là đài VAE Live rất hân hạnh được đón tiếp ngài thị trưởng của thành phố Cranberry ở Texas, đó là ngài thị trưởng Jensen, cũng như cảnh sát trưởng là Trip Dye ở tại thành phố Cranberry đã chia sẻ với lại quý vị những gì sắp diễn ra tại trung tâm thương mại Asia Times Square ở Cranberry, Texas, mà một trong những ban giám đốc của trung tâm đó là anh Martillo ngồi đây vừa chia sẻ cho nên là chương trình sẽ rất là phong phú và vui nhộn, sẽ diễn ra từ ngày 10 cho tới ngày 12 tháng 12, cũng như ngày 17 đến ngày 19 tháng 12 năm 2019. Và tiếp theo nữa ở tuần kế tiếp, đó là tháng Giêng năm 2020, là từ ngày 25 và 26 tháng Giêng. Mời quý vị đến với Trung tâm Thương mại Asia Times Square từ sáng 9 giờ, 10 giờ sáng cho đến khuya luôn thưa quý vị. Sẽ có rất nhiều chương trình văn nghệ cũng như ẩm thực phong phú như trên các cái poster mà quý vị có thể dễ nhìn thấy ở khắp nơi, ở các cái tiệm chợ ở khu vực Dallas Fort Worth, Texas này. Một lần nữa cảm ơn quý vị và rất mong quý vị đến cũng như là liên lạc với Trung tâm Thương mại Asia Times Square. Trung tâm thương mại tại đây cũng đang chào đón các gian hàng ẩm thực của đồng hương chúng ta. Nếu quý vị cần liên lạc để có những cái gian hàng về ẩm thực cũng như là các cái gian hàng về trưng bày sản phẩm, đặc biệt là về mang tính cách văn hóa Á Đông của mình trong Tết truyền thống năm 2020, cũng là năm mà Trung tâm Thương mại Asia Times Square tổ chức kỷ niệm lần thứ 13 năm liên tiếp tổ chức các cái chương trình, đặc biệt là lễ hội Tết cũng như Tết Trung Thu ở tại Asia Times Square dành cho đồng hương của chúng ta thưa quý vị. Once again, VAE Live Media having an honor to have you visiting here, and thank you so much for giving the community feeling safety, joining on the event, especially at Asia Times Square. Thank you, and Matalo and the Asia Times Square for all the events of giving feelings of remember of all the culture. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I want to wish the audience of VAE Live and you and your family a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hope to see you on January the 10th and the following 3 weekends of celebration.
Yes. The other thing about it, I learned y'all celebrate Happy New Year for a long time.
This year, I think we're going to celebrate the whole entire month of January.
Sounds like.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.